Hey folks, just wanted to show you my, I think it was my third Gourd Banjo that I made this last year. Yeah, I introduced to you my first one in a recent video, which was this one, actually made from a Kenyan gourd, which originally had this top on it. And I decided not to do the more traditional, gourd or neck through the hole style banjo. It just seemed a bit too big and awkward for this particular gourd. But I did get some inspiration from Clifton Hicks on this particular banjo, more of a 17th century style gourd banjo or African style banjo, where the neck actually goes right through the throat of the gourd, and I wanted to just have a go at that. So yeah, this gourd was given to me by a friend who grew it. It's a smaller size gourd, but yeah, I was able to get pretty good action actually on it. And in this particular case, I had an old coat stand, just a piece of what I think is, I don't know, maybe mahogany or cherry. It was just a square, tapered coat rack stand that had hooks up at the top of it. And I just took that. You can kind of see the square format of what that looked like. This was the top of it. And then the bottom of it got wider and wider, which allowed for me to get a little bit of an angle on the headstock there. Anyway, I went with this kind of similar style to what one of the banjos that Clifton Hicks made recently, and yeah, it was a fun project. Went for sort of a triangular back of the neck, and again, this is just a single piece of wood that I tapered down to go through the throat of the gourd, and then come out the back end, and made a little tailpiece, kind of old style tailpiece out of, again, I'm not sure what kind of wood this is. I make a lot of my tailpieces out of this really dark colored wood that I've got some of, and made a maple bridge. And with this particular skin, I did dye it. I just used a black tea, and I think I put a little bit of vinegar in it. Someone suggested that, just to maybe help the dye get into the skin a little bit better. And I just used carpet tacks for tacking it on, with some glue, of course, to the gourd. Yeah, I had a little trouble here with there's quite a bit of tension pulling against the tailpiece, and so the gourd was kind of giving way here, and I put some braces on the inside, but you can see the skin's kind of wrinkled and stuff there, but still has a pretty good tone. I cut my own fifth peg out of a piece of maple, and again, the neck was not wide enough for all 5 strings to be on it, so I just used this same sort of technique that I've used in the past, where I just make a little basically a little nut that sticks out of the side of the neck, and allows for that 5th string to just ride off the top. And then I pinned it actually with I just put a little dowel on an old drawer pull, so I can take the whole thing apart pretty easily. If you pull the strings off and pull out that post, the whole thing just comes apart. And did a sort of decorative sound hole there as well. And again, just use the old violin compression pegs, which work really great. I really like these ones that have the little inset, and I don't know, they got a little gold ring and a little, I don't know, probably fake shell or something. Maybe it's shell put in there, but anyway, this is yeah, this was for me a real fun experiment to see what I could do with a more traditional style, old style gourd banjo, fretless gourd banjo, and pretty pleased with how it's come out. And it's a little hard to play because it's just long and rolls on you. But anyway, it's been again a fun journey, kind of exploring the history of the banjo in the U.S. and prior to that, actually, when these types of banjos were probably the norm in the Caribbean and other places before the round pots became the more common style for the drums. So anyway, thanks for watching.